another Mom's Time Out, and I am so excited about today. First of all, let me just say that we have had a fabulous week. It has been a really good week, but I feel like the days have flown by. Do you ever feel like that? You start out on Monday and you have an idea of the things you want to accomplish and all of the things you have on your to-do list, and before you know it, you look around and it's Friday morning. And it is the oddest feeling to just not really have a sense of the time that has lapsed or the speed in which the time has lapsed. It's an odd feeling that I'm sure a lot of people relate to. Well, that's how I feel right now. I know for me, my life is fast. I live a very fast forward life, and by fast forward life, I mean that I spend a lot of time preparing for what we have to do next. So if there's something, we're a family of 6. So if there's something that needs to be done on Thursday that typically isn't done on Thursday, well then there is a slew of prep work that needs to be done just to be able to accomplish whatever that event or activity is. When I cook, I try to cook for 2 or 3 days at a time. So I just feel like I spend a lot of time prepping for tomorrow or the next day. So I feel like I need a moment today to just take a couple of hours to just live in the now and reflect, think about my family, think about what my vision is, and before I take the next step. So I live in the Atlanta area, and I actually went to college here. And while I was in college, one of the things that I enjoyed doing was going down to the King Center, the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change. And I would go there by myself a lot to do just what I just said, just reflect. I find it to be a very inspirational space, a very calming space, and just a wonderful space to just think about what really matters. That's been many years ago. I have been to the King Center since with my children, but I haven't been by myself since I was in college. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I am so excited because it has been years since I have been there alone to just kind of soak in the time. So that is where I'm headed, and I invite you to come along with me. Let's go.
There is no doubt that forceful military action can play a role in stabilizing the security situation in Iraq. But what we have learned in very vivid terms over the last decade or so is that military operations is not Turkish people who have
Center, and I'm out here and overlooking this rose garden and just walking through the walkway here over to the other part of the property. Is very relaxing. Not many people out here today, but just a very relaxing space to reflect.
Very kind and gracious words of introduction. As he introduced me,
I love listening to Dr. King's speech. Just the tone of his voice and the eloquence of his words. So inspiring. And coming here just reminds me that there's a purpose for for our lives. And this here, I haven't seen this before. This is the eternal flame. Symbolizes the continuing effort to realize Dr. King's ideals for the beloved community, which requires lasting personal commitment that cannot weaken when faced with obstacles. And here we have the tombstones of Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife, Coretta Scott King.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slaves will they be able to sit down one day in a nation where they will not be led by the color of their skin but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Center for me is all about vision, purpose, faith. I saw two pictures today that I don't recall seeing before, and one of them had the caption at the top, dedication, and the other one had the caption, integrity. And it really stood out to me because integrity is a word that I use often with my sons, and encouraging them to walk in integrity, doing what is right because it's right, not because your parents are watching or because you think that there's something to get out of it, but doing what you know to be right just because it's right. But what also stood out to me with dedication is also just being dedicated to the purpose and the vision, embracing it and running with it. And grateful to Dr. King for his commitment to his vision, or the vision that was given to him, and for setting such an example for others to not walk in fear and to not let fear stop us from doing what we feel that God has called us. When evil men plot, good men must plan. When evil men burn and bomb, good men must build and bind. When evil men shoot ugly words of hatred, good men must commit themselves to the glories of love. Where evil men would seek to perpetuate an unjust status quo, good men must seek to bring into being a real order of justice. To say that I had a good time today would be a tremendous understatement. I had an extremely inspiring time today at the King Center. I was only there for about an hour, but it was just what I needed to take a moment to focus on what's important to me. My visit there today gave me the time to think about the vision that I have for myself, as well as the vision that I share with my husband for our family. So it was definitely beneficial and just overwhelmingly uplifting to my spirit. So I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me. And now that I am officially out of timeout, I charge you to now go to timeout now. And tell me what you did while you were there. So until next time, go to timeout. See you next time.